Good morning. Good morning. I'm gonna start singing now every jingle. People are gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna quit following you. But anyways, we're having our coffee. I already made it. So I just have Starbucks coffee in here and a half a scoop of the cinnamon toast, the best collagen you will ever have. I'm telling you, I tried all the ones at the store. I always had a problem. They always made my stomach hurt. This is where it's at, and the flavor is legit. So if you guys want to try it, there's a link. You already know. I have that, and then I have some fat-free half and half, and some sweetener in there, and that's my coffee. But the reason why I started taking it so early, I started myself on a new regimen. And this was recommended to me from my doctor. So you guys know I was on anxiety medication for quite some time, and I've always had really bad side effects to any SSRIs, okay? And they just given me problems, and I just didn't like being on them, to be honest. So I was talking to my doctor, and she recommended these. These are called Nootopics. Nootopics, Nootopics. And these two together are supposed to be like basically like nature's Xanax, you know, but not like where you're Xanny like all out like a zombie, but you know, where it's like a natural way to treat like anxiety. You know what I mean? I'm not a doctor, but this is just what they recommended for my personal case. So anyways, I'm taking some L-theanine. I take 400, so I take 2 of these in the morning, and then I take a KSM 66, which is basically the ashwagandha. You guys know I can't say that. Root. I actually tried the U-Theory one from Costco, where it was just this, that ash, you know, that ash, and I didn't like it. I mean, it worked for the first like week, and then like first like week, it was like really good, and then my anxiety went to overdrive. So I stopped taking it, and the doctor had recommend just the root extract. She said, just try this one. That other one might be too strong for you, whatever. So this is just 600 milligrams. I take 1 of these, and then I take 2 of the theanines, the L-theanines. And I'm gonna sneeze, hold on. Sorry, I got like an itchy nose. But L-theanine is, it says promotes relaxation. It's basically what's in green tea that helps you chill out. And you're supposed to take this in order for it to be active. You have to have some caffeine with it. So people take like caffeine supplements. I don't do that. Just not where I'm at right now in life. But I just follow it up with a hot cup of coffee, and she said that would be okay. So yeah, I've taken these, and I've noticed I'm definitely feeling okay. I'm digging it. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated if you're interested. If you're like me and you're like, hey, I really don't want to be on. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being on SSRIs or anything like that. Like, I totally support that. It's just every side effect that they could have, I had. And I've tried like everything on the list, legit. I went through, I did Zoloft, I did Lexapro, I did Paxil. I mean, I've done everything. Okay. I tried it all. And you know, and also with those SSRIs, you got to give them a good like 4 to 6 weeks to work, guys. So be mindful of that. But anyways, yeah, so I've been liking them. So far, so good. And I had to take them this morning, so that's why I kind of made my coffee. So we got that going right here. Today is Monday. You'll see this video tomorrow on Tuesday. But today I get to kind of weigh in, take my measurements, and see how my progress is going on my weight loss journey. So we will have a follow-up video on Wednesday talking about it. But anyways, let's finish this coffee. We got to get our tax stuff done because we need to go get our taxes done today. And you guys need to remember, let's say it out loud. Today is a good day to have a good day. Something wonderful is going to happen today. We're going to do something today that's going to make our tomorrow better. Say it, guys. Believe it. Do it all. I'm going to sit down right now, and I'm going to go through and do my gratitude journaling. Just write down 5 things, big or little, that you are grateful for. A hot cup of coffee, a new medication regimen, whatever. You know, I don't know, a new spray cleaner. Big or little, doesn't matter. Just say the gratitude, and then we'll be back and we'll get into this full day of eating. Let's do this, guys. Okay. It's breakfast time. It's 8:30. Let's get this going. So let me show you what we're going to kind of put together today. I picked these up. You guys seen these in the Trader Joe's haul. If you did not watch that, watch it. It's like my low carb favorites from Trader Joe's, and then some of like the favorites I get for my kids. But nonetheless, this is what we're going to throw in there, and I believe it's about 85 grams. They're very, very good. I actually made these yesterday when my in-laws came over, and they loved them. So definitely recommend. I'm going to go ahead and put some of those together. I got some of my cactus. You guys know I love cactus. I'm going to go ahead and add that. I'm going to weigh that out. I'm betting that's probably like 6 ounces or so. Remember, when you do cut up the cactus, I get mine where it doesn't have the little pricklies on there, and I cut off this base part and just slice it. And I'm going to add in, this is like bottom round steak. It's called cecina, but it's really, really good. I make my jerky out of this too. It's very thin and lean. I'm going to add a couple ounces of that in because I don't think we're going to have any meat for dinner. So anyways, I want to try to get some protein in first thing in the morning. So we're going to have that. We're going to have our egg whites, and we're going to top it with some mozzarella. Let's go ahead and weigh out everything, and I'll show you what I come up with. So I got everything all weighed out. I know weighing out can be tedious, and I know it can be triggering for some of you guys, and I understand that. I'm just adding some salt. And sometimes you just don't have the advice to give to somebody who deals with that, because I just don't. I know that I have a habit of overeating. That is my problem. I have no self-control, and I overdo it because I lie to myself. I'm not going to lie to you. I will lie to myself, and I will justify anything if I want it. You know, I'll be like, oh, that's that portion. Yeah, that's about this portion. That's about, 1 ounce. And in reality, it's like 8 ounces. Or, I'll like dredge, like completely douse my salad in a bunch of creamy dressing, and my, defense to it would be like, well, half the dressing's going to stay on the plate, so I really am not eating all that dressing. And it's all crap, So I have to control myself. I have to weigh out everything. Yes, I am, I'm home, so it's easier for me to have self-control. But if you have to meal prep for your work week, honey, and you got them goals, and you know that you are me and I am you, and you will lie to yourself till the cows come home to justify that piece of cake, then do what you got to do. You can have a piece of cake. If you make the cake, go ahead and portion the pieces out and just know, hey, this is what I can have. I keep my scale out all the time, and it's just what I have to do. Like yesterday, my in-laws came over, and I made this steak, and a bunch of veggies and stuff like that, and I sure enough brought out my scale and did it. And then when I go over, that's where it gets tricky. When I go over, I make sure that I have, like, on my plate, I'll make sure like the bulk of my plate is vegetables, and then a corner of it will be protein. And then I usually won't do, if I do a tortilla, which I don't really do like tortillas or anything like that, and I usually don't eat the rice. So I'll make sure that I fill up on like the veggies, and then I'll have a decent size of protein, but the bulk of my plate will always be like some type of vegetable when I go to people's houses and stuff like that. It's just easier. If you don't want to ask people how they make it, you can kind of just figure it out. Like, I usually tell Leo to ask his mom, like, how she cooked it, or if this is breading or something like that. So, I mean, that works out a little bit for us, but, I get it, guys. We all struggle, but the thing is you want to be on your game as far as eating. You want to be on your food game at least 80% of the time. 80% of your time, you want to be on your best tip-top shape. So if that random 20% is when you're visiting an in-law or visiting a family member, then that's your random 20%. But 80%, you want to be on your game. All right? That 20% isn't going to ruin your progress, okay? But 80% of your day, you're going to want to be the best you can be, right? Okay, so off of my little... I just feel like sometimes that has to be said. You know what I mean? Like, I don't always have the answers. So this is egg whites. This is 8 ounces. I'll toss those little guys in there. And then this I have, bless you, our allergies are all acting up. We have 5 ounces of that bottom round steak, and I'm just going to kind of sprinkle that through. I don't want to fry it because this stuff is pretty thin. It can get tough. So I just want to warm it. It's already cooked up. Just want to heat that little bad boy up and kind of mix it in with our goodies, right? So we're not going to do like an omelet today. We're just going to do like a scramble, like a veggie scramble, an egg white scramble, if you will. And then we also have 60 grams of shredded mozzarella that we're gonna go ahead and add on there. So what I do sometimes too is I maybe don't have my phone out. I'll just leave everything on the counter and then I'll eat and then I'll come back and scan everything. I just keep everything out. So that's just kind of how I do it. Also, I wanted to show you a new find that my mom picked up for us. These are some Fit and Active, no, my mom didn't get these for me. I did a Instacart order, and I found these on their thing. So these are the Fit and Active low carb tortillas, 4 net carbs. They're pretty big size too, so I'm going to use some of these. Well, I'll probably just use one because it's a pretty big size, and have that with my breakfast here, get a little carb action in. But yeah, I was like, these are pretty cheap. I think these were only like $2.50, $2.60. So I'll see how they are. If they're gross, then don't get them. But there's 8 tortillas in here. Let's see. Okay, so here's our breakfast. Look at how big that is. And I know people are probably like, damn, Danielle, you eat a big old plate. I do eat a big old plate because then I'm full and I'm comfortable and I don't eat for a couple hours. And it's not like where it's too heavy and I feel like, oh, I'm gonna throw up, but it's a nice filling meal and I'm getting not only I'm getting good macros, but I'm also getting good micronutrients. So we're getting a lot of veggies and we're hitting all the nutrients that we need, okay? So yeah, this is our plate. And you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and insert the calorie breakdown on the top of the screen. I'm gonna see if you guys like doing that. I'm gonna try it this video, and if you guys like that per meal, and if we could always just do that. But at the end of the day, we'll go through our macros as well. I am gonna add in some of this salsa. This is some roasted jalapeno salsa. It's just like a verde, like a green salsa. I'm gonna add that to my eggs because I like it like that. And this is our breakfast. So good. All right, so I wanted to kind of go over the supplements I take. So I get these questions a lot, okay? I've been telling you guys about this. This just actually came in the mail. This CACUPS Smart Sleep. I actually ordered 4, but I gave one to my dad. These are amazing. They help you sleep so good. And if you have a problem like not falling asleep but staying asleep, this is where it's at. Like, these are so good. Recommend. All right. I did have to reorder a couple things for Leo. Leo loves the grass-fed beef liver. I don't really have this so much now, but Leo loves these. He say they keep you honest and really helps with your GI tract and stuff, and Leo really likes them. I ordered another thing of Varigard just for our immune system because it's a panorama. What the heck is on my countertop? I also ordered this for Leo. This is the cinnamon. It's supposed to help with your blood sugar, to keep your blood sugar like low. So I got this for him. He likes this. So those were reorders, okay? I think we've probably gone through 7 or 8 of these grass-fed beef livers. And I think we maybe have done like 3 bottles of cinnamon. And I think this is my 2nd bottle of Varigard. So, all right. We've been going through these things. We've always had these. I think we've probably gone through, and we're almost out of this one. They were all out, and I was going to reorder. I don't know. It's probably 5th or 6th bottle of this. You can see they're almost empty, but really like these. You know, Leo did catch the virus, but he exhibited no symptoms. So I don't know what happened, but we're just staying with what we know. Joint support is everything. I love this one. I tried the glucosamine chondroitin or like joint truce and stuff, and I didn't like any of it. The glucosamine hurt my stomach. My stomach's real picky, but I like this one. I mean, my knees haven't bothered me. My back is sore. Like I have a back issue, but I went and seen a chiropractor, and they basically said they're thinking it's more of a like muscle or possibly a like sciatic nerve, just because it radiates like from the middle of my back down like my butt to like my thigh and my inner thigh. So we're doing like the TENS machine or whatever, and I got one for home. So anyways, but as far as like joint health, because I do have arthritis in both of my knees, this is legit. I've been taking that. I take the Mary Ruth's Vegan B Complex liquid drops. I do 15 of these drops for like a B vitamin. I got this off of Amazon. I like it. It's like a tart cherry. It tastes like not bad Robitussin, but I don't know. I like it. I feel like it does give me some energy. Citracal, this is really good. Leo uses this. It does have D3 in it. I don't use this, but this is what Leo uses. Leo takes these all the time, but I just started recently retaking them, and because I've noticed I've been getting a lot of leg cramps lately, so I've been taking these. These are the Perfect Keto electrolytes, must have, and I've been taking them. I was waking out with real bad Charlie horses, and I haven't had any in a couple days, so I highly recommend these. I have a discount code for Perfect Keto and Eclip down below, but these are a must-have. Love these. Leo says these are the hangover remedy. Take a couple of these before you go to bed if you've been out drinking, and he says you will be up feeling right as rain. So there you go. I take the Real Omegas because they were recommended to me from my doctor because, you know, I'm a woman and I'm getting older. And I take a vitamin D3 because it's supposed to help with anxiety and depression. And when I got my lab work done a few months ago, I was on like the low side of normal. So I've been taking one of these every day. And, oh, here's Leo's grass-fed beef liver. This is the old one. But yeah, so that's everything I take, plus those supplements you've seen this morning. So if you guys wanted to try out anything, I have links and everything down below, but these are everything I take. This is what I've been taking for a few months. And yeah, I got this one and this one off of Amazon, along with the L-theanine and the KCM 66. I got these off of Amazon. And then I have an additional magnesium. Just because sometimes you need a little bit more magnesium if you find yourself a little binded. This helps with that as well. But I also take my fiber. So I take my fiber in the morning, like my fiber drink, and I haven't had any issues. So I haven't been eating this, but I just like to have this on hand. So yeah, that's everything. Okay, so let's chat, since you guys seem to like when I kind of pop in here throughout the videos. I hope I never cover up the microphone. So let's chat, let's talk, hashtag here for it together. So if you guys are on Instagram, come on over. It's so much fun. If you guys post stories, just tag me like at Daniela Diaries and do the hashtag here for it together. If you guys make posts, use the hashtag here for it post, and then you can click on that hashtag and you can see all the other posts. I think we're up to like 30 or 40 posts, so people are really pushing stuff, which is so exciting to see. So I'm doing, my plan is to be back fully working out. Like I was actually asking like the chiropractor when I went, why do you think this happened to my back? And I was like, you know, I was doing so good with working out, and he thinks that I went from like 0 to 100. He's like, you probably were just, your body was used to you just laying around doing nothing for so long that I was just probably not using proper form and stuff like that, and I just kind of tweaked my back. But he did say that sciatic problems, I've always had issues with my back ever since I've had my kids, so he said that's just something I have to live with. But I've been doing that TENS, it's TENS, it's like abbreviated for something. It's like it gives you little shocks to the muscles, but I've been using that. I bought my own little system, and I got it at Aldi, just saying. They were trying to sell me one in office, but I was like, Aldi had them, I'm gonna get one from Aldi. And yeah, so I've been feeling better. I am going to start, today's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm hoping by Wednesday, Thursday, I have a 2-week shred I'm gonna try. And it's like a 2-week shred challenge. And I'm gonna record myself every day for the 2 weeks. We're gonna do like before and after pictures and all this stuff. And I'm gonna try it out, and then I will give you like a full review, my results and everything on it, and go from there. It's not my workouts, it's not anything for me. It's just something I've seen people doing on YouTube, and I was like, I want to try it. I feel like there's a lot of workouts and stuff and a lot of things that people like promote on YouTube, like if they're part of a company or something like that, and I feel like some of it doesn't work, or if it does, or if it's like too much. I don't know. We're gonna try it out. So probably mid-March I'll have that video out, and we'll see. But I did weigh in today. I'm just gonna touch on it. We're gonna have a in-depth video. But when I jumped on the scale, guys, I was pressed. I was like, okay, this isn't a huge loss. Like, I did really good this week, and I was like it just kind of bummed me out a little bit, you know what I mean? But then I took my measurements, and I was like, ugh. And I had to like keep taking them a couple times because I was like, this is no way. So guys, please remember to take your measurements and take your pictures. Don't just rely on the scale, okay? Don't just rely on the scale, because she will set you up and she will piss you off. So it is about noon here right now. The girls are in school. I got a lot of questions if I'm sending the kids back this year. I am not sending my girls back. We're going to finish out the year at home, and then next year my daughters will all start, which is going to be so crazy. So when the girls all go back next year, Ray will be a junior. Sophia will be starting a whole new school. She'll be going to junior high, so she'll be in 6th grade. And Becky will be in 2nd grade. It's crazy to me. So, but yeah, they're doing really well. We actually just had conferences and they had standardized testing and we looked at their numbers and everybody's doing really well. And that's just kind of what we're doing right now. They're not even doing like, they're doing kind of a hybrid program here right now. So it would only be 2 days a week. And then the other 3 days, they would have to do e-learning on their own. They wouldn't have like a support from a teacher. Whereas if I keep them home, they have 5 days, but they'll be on the routine with their teacher. And we've been really lucky with their teachers. So if their teachers watch this, I just want to thank you guys. I think you guys are doing wonderful. So thank you. But yeah, so we're going to keep the kids home. We're finishing up the basement and we're thinking maybe of taking a vacation this year. And if I go somewhere and you guys are, I'll tell you guys where I go. We're looking in between where we're gonna drive. We're not flying, and we're in between like 2 or 3 places. I would like to do like maybe Charleston or maybe just Myrtle Beach in general, and just take a drive for a day or something. But it's a long drive. It's like a 14-hour drive from here. Or we're thinking of doing Gatlinburg. I went to Gatlinburg when I was a kid and I liked it. I think I went when I was in 4th grade, and I still see people going. So I'm thinking it's a good trip, and I want to take my kids somewhere. I think they deserve a nice little getaway. And I think by that time, you know, life would be kind of back. You know, we'll wear masks, we'll do what we have to do, but I want to get my kids out of the house and let them do something. You know what I mean? It's been a long year. So we'll keep you updated if we do any of those things. If you guys live around, maybe we could do like a meetup. That would be fun. Meet you guys. But yeah, I'm still not hungry. Just kind of chilling. My mom's coming over. I got to do her nails. I might actually have a snack before I do my mom's nails. We might see. But yeah, Mindy's coming over. I'm going to do her nails, and we're going to get our taxes done tomorrow. But I had to get all that. Did you guys even file? I feel like usually by now we've already filed our taxes and gotten our money. And it's almost March and we haven't filed them. So it's crazy for us. But we're going to go tomorrow. We have an appointment at 6 o'clock at night. And I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. So it's going to be a busy day. But yeah, I don't know. Find a snack, see what I can eat, and then I'll be back. All right. Okay, so this is what we're going to have for like our lunch. I've told you I'm not too hungry. I'm still not completely decided on what we're going to have for dinner. We'll see how it works. But I have this low-fat cottage cheese. So I'm going to do about a cup of this with some salt and pepper. I love cottage cheese. Some people don't like it. I mean, it's all good. Whatever you like. So we're going to double it up because, like I said, we're going to do a cup. Serving size is only half. So it's going to be 160 calories, 2 grams of fat, 10 carbs, and 24 grams of the protein. And I'm going to do about 2 ounces of these cherry tomatoes. I'm going to clean them up, cut them up, and put them in a bowl with some salt and pepper. It's really, really good. We used to have these all the time when I was a kid. My mom, actually, how she would do it is she would take one of those like big, I think they're called like beefsteak tomatoes or whatever, like the big like Roma tomatoes, and she would cut it into like slices where it kind of bloomed open, and she would salt and pepper that, and then she would dollop the cottage cheese right on the top, and you would cut into it and eat it that way. It was really, really good. But I'm just gonna have it this way because I don't have the big tomatoes. So that is what's gonna be for lunch. Okay. And here is our little cottage cheese. That's 226 grams of cottage cheese and 2 ounces of these grape tomatoes. And that, my friends, is what's for lunch. Welcome back, my friends. So my mom left. We ended up doing an acrylic overlay over her natural nails. So we ended up taking everything off and just starting fresh. So she's trying to grow them out, is what I was trying to say. So, but now it's 3:30 and Leo's just getting home. So I'm going to start on some dinner, and let me show you what we're having. I have some ground turkey going in the oven, or on the stove, I'm sorry. And I'm going to season it with this taco seasoning mix I got from Trader Joe's. We'll see how that goes. And yes, we have that. And then we're also going to have some of this spicy Mexican style rice cauliflower. So have that go with it. I don't know, maybe I won't mix this. I don't know. We'll try it out. What do you guys say? We'll try it out. Let's do this. We'll do this with that. I was gonna do a meatless dinner and do like the feta cheese, you know, TikTok pasta, but I want to wait to do that for later in the week because I don't eat meat on Fridays. So I don't know. Maybe we will do it. You know what? Maybe we will do it. Screw it. Let's go for it. So I'm just going to make this, and I have regular rice in there so Leo and the kids could have that. I'm also making some orange chicken for the girls because they asked for it and they love it. So this is just the Trader Joe's orange chicken. You see that? Wow. Okay, so we're going to do the TikTok famous feta cheese thing. Anyway, so how we're going to do it, we're going to use the healthy noodles, 2 packs, because he's like that sometimes. I have some crumbled feta. It looks better if you do the brick. I'm also not making it in the oven. I'm going to do it on the stove top because I want to control what I have, and if I throw this in the oven, it's going to get away. This is my version. You do you, boo. So this is what we're going to use. I'll figure out the macros and how much we're going to use, but it's going to be nice and cheesy. So we're going to throw that in there. I'm going to use a shallot, and we got some grape tomatoes and some fresh basil and some Greek olive medley. So we're going to have all of that. I'm going to go through, you're going to just oil up, make sure your tomatoes are clean. Mine are. I'm going to throw some olive oil in a pan, and I'm going to weigh out some of this crumbled feta. I'll tell you everything what I use and how much I'm weighing out when I'm done. Okay, so we got the oil. It's nice and hot. We're going to toss the 6 ounces. I have 6 ounces of tomato in there, and we're going to start cooking these up first. And I'm going to add some salt and some pepper and some granulated garlic because, again, I don't have any garlic. But I feel like I know a lot of people are doing these, and I feel like this can get away real easy. I feel like if you just kind of do this in a big pot, it can get really away from you. And I'm only making enough for myself, and I think Rhea might want to try some. So that's basically all we're going to do. But we're going to sprinkle some granulated garlic on that as well. I'm going to weigh out this here feta. So I think I might actually be able to do a little bit more tomato. I might throw, oh, Rhea doesn't like tomatoes, so I don't even know if she's going to want this. I don't know what she's thinking. But all right, yeah, let me weigh out this feta and kind of get it popping. So here's something we didn't know. I just made the ground turkey for Leo with the Trader Joe's taco seasoning, and it's pretty spicy, guys. It's actually too spicy for Leo. He doesn't like it. So if you guys don't like spicy, if you guys don't like it. He said there's like a weird aftertaste too. So here we are. I think I feel like we need a little bit of olive oil, a little bit more because it's a little dry. So let's add a little bit more of that in here. Okay, a little bit more. So that was 2 ounces of feta. Okay. And we're going to keep letting these cook. Everything's coming together. You know, the original TikTok one is where they roast them in the oven, but we're going to do it our own way because we're cool like that. So we're just going to leave this, I'm going to lower this a little bit and let it kind of bubble up, and I want to let those tomatoes get a little bit softer and do their thing. But I'm going to add a little bit of garlic. I did put some fresh black pepper in here. Next up is going to be the healthy noodles. And toss those little guys in there. Come on. We're going to go through. And we're going to start mixing everything in. So I seen my girl Laura, she made this the other day, and she actually whipped up the feta tomato concoction with in the hand mixer, and then made like a cream sauce with it, and that looks really, really good. And that's always an option too. So I'm just kind of going through and mixing everything. I may have needed a little bit, I might just sprinkle a little bit more parm on here, but I think as far as tomatoes, we're good. Just because I try not to eat that many tomatoes, and I think Rhea's going to want to try it, but I think we definitely need a little bit more feta cheese. So let's weigh that out and we'll add that in. Okay, so we have some fresh basil that I just chopped up. We're going to sprinkle that all over this pretty little thing. And Rhea's going to try some with us. So it ended up being 4 ounces of feta and 2 packs of the noodles. So I'll divide that up and make this 2 servings, but this is what it's looking like. It looks really good. It tastes really good too. It was really easy. It literally took me about 7 or 8 minutes to cook. So if this is something you want to do just for yourself, maybe even for a quick lunch or a meal prep, boom, 7 or 8 minutes, done. Okay, so here is Rhea. She's probably gonna pick out that tomato, but here it is with the fresh basil on there and everything. Nice big portion size. It looks so good. So we're gonna go ahead, serve this up, and then we'll go eat it, and we could try it out and see how it goes.
So funny, Dad.
All right, Ray. Tell them, what do you think?
It's really good.
Is it too strong of a feta?
No, it's fine.
People are probably asking why Leo's not eating. It's because he doesn't like feta. That's why I had to make this separately. But here is mine. I just have mine in a bowl. You want to try? Hold on. Here comes Becky. Even though she just had a bunch of food. Sliding in. All right, here you go. Mm-hmm.
Good.
It's good? Mm-hmm. All right, guys. So this is my dinner. This is the TikTok inspired feta and tomato pasta, but we made it Danielle style. So there you go. All right, my friends. So look, if you're a woman, you already know what time it is, okay? It's about that time, and I have a sweet tooth, and I'm getting a little cranky because I want something sweet. So that's what we're gonna have. Leo's like, just eat something and get the hell away from me. But what I'm gonna do is I got a Robert Irving bar. These are really, really good. I try to limit myself. I don't really have them too often, but like I said, I want something sweet, and I'm just MacGyvering what I can. So I'm actually gonna have one of these and 2 pieces of the Chalk Zero white chocolate, and I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna watch the Cecil Motel thing about the murder mystery. Anyways, I'm getting crabby. It's just that thing, mood swing. But we're gonna do something different. We're gonna toss this sucker into the microwave and hope it doesn't come out awful. Okay. Here it goes. I see people do this on Instagram all the time, so let's try it out. It worked. Hell yeah. All right, so I'm gonna have that and my chocolate, and this is what we're calling, you know, it is what it is. This is my snack, my little dessert. And then we're gonna go over our macros in a minute. Okay, guys, let's go over these macros. So it's almost 6 o'clock, so I'll be done eating now. Just gonna have my water and stuff like that. So we see what we had. We had the Fit and Active tortillas, the mozzarella, the fire roasted peppers, the egg whites, the steak, and the cactus. Our breakfast this morning was 509 calories. Our lunch was a little bit on the lighter side because I was still pretty full. So our lunch was cottage cheese for 1 cup and 2 ounces of grape tomatoes, and that was 177 calories. Our dinner was the grape tomatoes with the feta cheese and the healthy noodles. The dinner was 238 calories. I do like it, but it was not very filling. Like, I don't know if it's just because like I'm on my period and I'm like a bottomless pit today. Not even today, just like right now, I just got like really hungry for some reason. And yeah, so I ended up having 2 cups of coffee. I had a cup of coffee with my mom when she was here, and then we got the Fit and Active Crunch Bar, or Fit Crunch Bar, and the white chocolate squares from Chalk Zero. So looking at our total calories input, 1294, which our budgeted is 1325. So we're under about 31. And if I feel like I'm hungry a little bit later, maybe I'll eat something, but I should be okay. I'm just gonna down my water. Here is our macro breakdown. And we are at 36.2 grams of fat, 95.9 total carbs with 35.2. I do want to say that this, what is it called? Lose It. It doesn't go in for sugar alcohols. So it might be actually lower. If I want to go through and like count everything individually, it might come out lower. But still, you know, somewhere around 60. So I think 60 carbs, even just for what we had today, I still don't think is too bad. I had to go and pull out the calculator just to make sure. And then total protein was 131. I'm okay with this. Ideally, I would like for my macros to be like this all the time, to keep my total carbs under, like between 80 and 100. I would like for my protein to be a little bit higher, closer to the between 130 and 150, but closer to 150, and my fat to be that low. So I think today was a really good day. I'm gonna go ahead and count that as a win, and it's about 6 o'clock and we're gonna be done for eating. So hopefully you guys found some ideas for maybe your next meal, some motivation for what you can eat, and maybe just some new options, you know? If you guys do follow me on Instagram, do not forget to tag me in here for it together. I would love to see you guys over there. And if you guys are new here, I would love for you to follow me. So I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, friends.
Acting stupid, but being dumb. Maybe just a little bit foolish. I feel so young. Drunk, I've never seen you clearer than now. We're flying high, floating somewhere up in the clouds.